Welcome back to Voodoo Monkey Garage. Yeah, there's a camera in my face again. I love it. We're working on a 2000 Toyota Avalon. It's probably similar to most of the other 2000 Toyotas, and you know, I'm sure it's got a year range. You can look that up and figure it out yourself. You got the Google machines with the AI guy and some guy in India that's typing an answer, and they say it's a computer doing it, you know? Kind of like the old Amazon supermarkets. It was never AI, it was just people in India watching you on cameras, charging your card. That's fantastic. Anywho, means nothing to do with what we're doing here. We're gonna do the lower control arms. Why? Well, we want to, and we enjoy screwing over customers and making them. That's not the truth. It's because they need to be done. They're worn out. And they're getting there, and we got a young girl driving this car. Oh, we don't need her. She's already gonna hit every curb. We just don't need to make it worse, you know? So we're gonna tighten it up. And we're gonna be doing alignment. We just showed you how to do lateral links to the back. You can see that video around here somewhere on the screen. Someplace, I don't know. Drew's gonna put it right there. Nope, that's the control arm. Right over here. Yeah, find it. I don't know. You're gonna need yourself a big old gun, or lots of muscles, and a 19 mil socket. Control arm comes up here. There's a bracket right here that holds in 2 bolts. There's one right there and one on the other side. We'll get to those in a second. You're gonna have a ball joint right there, so we'll get to that in a second. That one's gonna be a lot of fun. The way they position that key, awesome. And you've got 1 bolt here, okay? Not the one that's exposed on the bracket, the one that's inside the hole that they actually gave you access to. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they make you take all this apart and the rear tail light so you can do it. Yeah, so we're gonna pull this bolt right here with a 19 millimeter socket. We're gonna throw a bunch of dirt in our eyes and see how that works. Ah, perfect. We'll lay that one right there. And then we're gonna go ahead and try and work on this cotter. Hello, cotter. It looks like somebody has bent it down. That's always fun. So we're gonna have to try and bend it back up, push it out a little bit, and then grab onto this other side and pull it out. And then somehow get to that. I think if you look at the book, they want you to remove the axle. We're gonna try and do it without. It's gonna be interesting because it's tight. But I got an idea. Might make for a little bit longer video. But I just don't feel like doing all that work. I really don't. Axle nuts and cotter pins and potential dangers, and my fingers getting hurt more. I'll pop that guy. See if I can get you out. Okay. Yeah. What? This is just the dumbest way of doing this. I got it. Hey, you guys. Mm-hmm. Is that's just, man, honestly, who did this? They jammed that guy right down in there. Okay. Yep. Sure. Yep. Didn't move at all. I just can't see in the dark spaces because you get like snow blind. What I'm trying to do is just get this to move even the slightest bit out of the hole. On that side, if I can get any kind of movement over here, it'd be great. And it's not in a good spot in there. I mean, it's in a good spot for being in the car and being safe, but as far as working on it, it's in a terrible location. I just can't seem to get it to budge. I'm just bending the crap out of my pick here. Huh. I mean, the slightest little bend will make that guy not move. Well, we took the long route. And we filmed none of it. Yeah. So what happened was, yes, on this control arm, the ball joint, the cotter pin, well, whoever put that guy in there, man, they must have used a hammer and a chisel to bend the cotter. It was so jammed into that castle nut and so bent up on this side, no matter what I did, I couldn't get that to come loose. I tried every trick that I know. So if you guys know something, please freaking let me know. I ended up having to drill out the one side. I thought I got the other side drilled so I can maybe get the castle nut off, and I just got fed up with it, so we took the whole hub assembly, axle, everything apart. Come to find out, when I drilled it, it just bent the cotter key up and I couldn't see that. I ended up having to drill that piece out enough so that the castle nut could clear and I was able to get my impact gun on. It's one of those things, like this simple project turns into this massive like overflow of stuff. I mean, even down to this, like Toyota decided to put this collar around back here. I probably could have popped it out, but it was right in the way of getting a socket on the nut. And I was over it, so I just notched it, bent it out of the way. We'll bend it back. It doesn't do anything. It's not a necessary part. It just should have been 2 bolts here, 1 there, 1 there. The thing comes out, we put the new one in. Sometimes stuff is engineered in a way that they just don't think. So, you know, here we are with the sway bar in the way for the rack and pinion thing, and the control arm. Yeah, just fun. So we're gonna be all out of alignment. I will show you guys one thing that's kind of cool, just so you see what these look like. If you've never seen one of these before, I'll take it out. This is called a camber bolt. This helps set the camber. If you look, there's a little cam right there, and you put that in the upper part of the strut so that when your control arm and everything is all mounted in here and happy, your alignment shop can loosen that guy up. It'll actually sit all the way in there, and that little cam will rotate your position of your knuckle, so it'll allow you to get your camber set. Otherwise, you've got no way to set camber on these. So that's kind of cool. I have no idea what position that's in. I probably should have made a mark on it, but and then take it to alignment, you know? Sometimes, God, your shirt is bright, Drew. It's like, oh, who needs a ring light when you got Drew with that shirt on? I'm telling you. Good word, like, oofta. All right, we got this side all apart. I'm gonna take a break for right now. I'm waiting on parts to come in. I really don't want to tear that all apart right now until I've got this side together. I've got a rack in. I've got the rear whatever thingamabobber in. I'm waiting on stuff, dude, and I'm kind of getting to the point where, like, this kind of frustrated me a little bit. And maybe a guy's hungry, you know, this big old belly of mine, like, it needs to be filled. And we'll come back to this with a fresh mind sometime in 3 months and finish it up, you know. Or maybe tonight. We'll see. But we're gonna finish this up here a little bit later. But at least you guys got to see kind of how this comes apart. Your control arm, I know you missed it, but you know, you saw me taking this bolt out down there. You got 2 right there. They just go right in. Get a long extension, a wobbly, a 19 millimeter, and bang, those come out. That's where you're gonna have your fun. You may have to take the whole knuckle off. If you have to take the knuckle off, back off your brakes, remove your caliper mounting bracket, carefully remove your little sensor doodabber here. This guy's kind of cool. It just kind of, when it's down there, it just kind of snaps around. You just kind of pull out on those wings a little bit, bring it around. This guy's got the 10 millimeter holding it in. I've got one of those hooks to hold everything. And then I recommend putting a bungee or something to hold your axle up, because if you don't, you can pull it out of the internal socket, and that's not always the funnest to line up. So with that, we're gonna let you guys go. We've shown you how to get it all apart. You want to get it back together, just do the reverse of what you did and make sure you tighten all your bolts. About as simple as that. Oh yeah, 32mm for your axle nut, 17mm for your caliper bolts, actually caliper mounting bracket bolts. But appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. My wife would like it if you did. She's back here smirking right now, laughing at me. See? One day she won't be laughing, will she? Appreciate you guys. Catch you on the next one. I'm out of here. Well, we are banging them out today. Oh la 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 la. That thing's all crooked. This is all not just bits and pieces. Anywho.